think I'm recording now. So, this is a reading for Marichama, who wants me to read this blog post from the worst boyfriend ever at Twink Bukowski, I guess. Let me finish this beer first before I read this. I'm almost done with it. One sec. Okay, I've finished the beer. Alright, I'm gonna read it now. So, wait, I wanna like post it here. So, gosh, dude, I'm so fucking sober right now. Okay, can you guys see that? You guys can see that, right? I'm gonna read it, okay. Alright, the reason I'm in Japan is that this girl from San Francisco found my blog, developed a hyperfixation on me, sent me money, and asked if I wanted to meet up with her in Tokyo later this month. So of course, I said yes. She hadn't told me much about herself, besides the fact that she draws lewd art, and that she works in tech/finance, and that she's 30 years old. Her English was not great, as far as I could read over text, but she seemed sweet, and she seemed to be on my side. And most importantly, she seemed to be comfortable buying me shit. She first sent me $999, which is my founding subscription price on Substack. Completely arbitrary. And then she sent me $400 to buy a flight to Japan. And then once I chickened out of buying it, she just went ahead and bought me one herself. For December 15th to 24th. Great, gave me something to look forward to. I was starting to get sick of the Philippines, figuratively and literally. I had just endured a hellish last week in that shithole country. I was in Siargao, a quieter island where I meant to go to unwind, decompress, and heal so I could show up in Japan feeling healthy, looking attractive, and being totally off Adderall so I could woo this Asian girl from San Francisco with a lot of money while she would chaperone me around Japan, paying for everything. She even mentioned taking me to brothels, which I know sounds unbelievable, but there are really unique, strange autistic people in this world, and they love my blog. So to me, anything is possible. Landed at the airport in Tokyo. Immediately in immigration's line, I'm in love with this place. It's so fucking quiet. No jabbering. Everyone is clean, straight-faced, and respectful. Japanese girls looking at me, even in my sickly, disheveled state, or disheveled state, with a little bit of interest, and it gives me hope. I know I'm going to need to see Anna, my Japanese sugar mama, immediately, or I'm going to be super lost with 2 heavy bags. Japan is not as English friendly as the Philippines, and they're not bending over backwards to help foreigners. I've heard several times they actually tire of foreigners and don't allow them into many establishments. So many rules here. I just know I'm going to be fucking up everything I do, so I'm hopeful/confident that Anna will show up to pick me up and chauffeur me around as soon as I'm past immigration. Wait in line. Fill out entry card. They scan my face. I've got Schedule 1 narcotics in my bag. No dogs to sniff them out. No more bag checks. Everything is daijobu. Oh my god. I get past security easily and upstairs to the meat of this terminal. Luckily for me, it's open 24 hours a day. Message Anna on Substack. Okay, where you at? Okay, you coming? Hello, Anna. It's like 4 p.m. now. I sit down and have some ramen. It's too spicy. See a good mix of foreigners and Japanese at this airport. Don't talk to single soul. I'm completely alone with my laptop and clothes and not much else. I have no money. I'm down to like 70 USD, which I thought would be fine because Anna was gonna be my sugar mama, remember? And this is not fine because she is MIA. She arrived before me. What the fuck is going on? 5 hours later and it's 9 p.m. Still no response. I think she must have just arrived, got tired and fallen asleep. Blood boiling, seeing hot Japanese girls at the airport wearing very short skirts. Dick tortured. Where is Anna? Will she be hot? We never exchanged pictures. God, what if she's ghosting me? I'm so fucked. Well, she bought him like a plane ticket, so and I think even gives it to yogurt. I mean, sheesh, right? My dick would also be tortured if I had one. You know what I mean? Anyways, 11 p.m. I've made several trips to these little food marts, and everything I buy is delicious. But the last of my funds are slowly trickling away. I'm going into panic mode. I really don't want to ask my readers for money, but I don't know what else to do. I put too many eggs in this Anna basket. We've been texting for weeks, and I can't believe she's not responding. Midnight now. Finally, she responds. Holy shit. She says, I will get you when I'm ready. What the fuck? I've been here for 9 hours. Her English gets worse and worse. She says, ask someone how to take train to Nippori Station. Wait, dude, I think I've been to Nippori Station. Wait a minute, that sounds so familiar. I think I've been to Nippori. Oh my god, dude, that's literally me. Okay. I say I would really prefer if you came to get me. She just sucks so much at texting now. I can't believe it. I don't know what has changed from before Japan to now, but I'm feeling so alone. I'm still sick, extremely tired, holding two heavy bags. I curse God knowing I deserve to be in this situation for the kind of life I've lived. So the train's closed for the night and she's responding poorly every 70 minutes or so. And at 1 a.m. I just say fuck it and find a place to sleep. I sleep on the ground surrounded by my bags using random shirts and pants as pillows. There are few others doing this, but it's embarrassing for me because I'm white. Oh my god. Okay, so true. I guess if you were like Japanese it wouldn't be embarrassing. I don't know. I sleep for maybe 5 hours like this on the ground at the airport, and I dream of having sex. She was Asian and making Asian sounds. I'm shocked awake when I remember that this is not real. I'm not having sex. In reality, I'm hopping the car for at Narita International Airport. And dial-up. Hello, thank you. Yeah, dude, lock the fuck in, dial-up. We are getting into the weeds, dude. I pretend to be asleep for several more minutes until every person around me who may have seen that has passed on. Right back to where I was last night, begging Anna now over text and so sad DMs. Please come get me. I have no money and I don't know how to use the subway. It's all in Japanese. Dude, what does this say? Mary, can you romanji this so I can try to read it? Please, 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 I'm so fucked if you don't come get me. I start reaching out to random people on Substack explaining my situation. I eat breakfast, gyoza, and rice. Oh my god! Ari! Ari! I love you! Ari! Ari! Guys, if you don't know Ari, she's an epic duck and I love her and she's my wife and you should check her out. She's super funny and she's wittier than me and she's super cool. Ari bros, if you don't know who I am, my name is Vampire. I'm currently in the middle of reading something so good. Dorky, hello. And thank you. Ari, how's your stream? What were you guys up to? I'm reading about a guy who had a Japanese sugar mommy, and he's in Japan right now, and he is stuck at Narita Airport because his sugar mommy. Yeah, sorry, I don't have followage command. No, I'm super sober, dude. Yeah, it's peak. It's peak. On slick for the Arby Bros. Okay. Anyways, I'm right here. I eat breakfast, gyoza and rice. It's delicious, of course, but it doesn't help at all. This goes on for a few more desperate hours. Anna doesn't say she's coming, but she says she will come after I will explain to her where I am for the 48th time, and then finally, out of nowhere, she appears in front of me. There she is. Ugly. I hate to say it right now because I ended up scamming her out of 2K and then ditching her, but ugly. She was fucking ugly. Yup, that's where this story goes. I ended up scamming this ugly, autistic, retarded BPD former mental patient who brought me here to Japan out of $2,000 and then ditching her. If you're reading this, Anna, I'm sorry. I got myself into a shit situation and I needed your money to bail myself out. The very next thing that happens after I see how ugly she is that I stand up to hug her and I say, haha, where have you been, XD? And she just laughs at me. Laughs at me in a way that feels mean, but I would later learn is just extremely, terribly psych ward tier nervous. Voices in my head tier nervous. Everyone surrounding us uncomfortable turning to stare tier nervous. The type of laughter that I must laugh or I'm gonna cry, that jarring almost scream which sounds like nails on a chalkboard to a sensitive young man like me. But I need this bitch to like me or I'm gonna keep having $0 in Japan, and so I pretend it's all daijoubu. It is difficult to explain how we spent the next several hours at the airport. One of the very first things I told her was that I need money. And it was my understanding that you had a lot of money, and you were basically buying my time here in Japan. She completely denies this. Her English is very spotty, along with having visual/audible schizophrenia/autism. Parentheses, real autism, not my fake shit, parentheses, /BPD. So every verbal interaction takes about 5 tries and 5 minutes. And that Japanese was my life as shit. Dude, honestly, bro hasn't moved from the airport. Dude, some people spend like over a day at the airport. She says I have trauma. I have a lot of trauma. Bad thing happened to me when I was very young. Do you want to know what it is? Should I tell you? I didn't want to know. We walked in circles around the airport as she communicated with the voices in her head, asking them whether she should take me along back to her hotel. I let you mention a couple more times that I need money. Can you pay me to help me get out of this mess? I couldn't tell if she wanted me with her or not. I don't think she could tell either. The more she opened up to me, though, in broken fragments, the more comfortable she became. The less loud, screaming, nervous laughter I heard. I almost got on the train to Napori, which is where she was staying. But then she said, I don't know. And we did another lap around the airport as I carried my heavy bags, running out of patience. Finally, we sat down in front of a Starbucks and I got the money. I unlocked it using some words that, for some reason, resonated with her. I said, sugar baby. I will be your sugar baby. And she said, oh, sugar baby. Okay. Oh, fuck. It's happening. She says, how much? I say, I'm here 1 week. 2,000 for 1 week. I say it like I mean it. That's my fee for whatever you think is happening here. I don't ask, I tell. And but we're reading how a guy like manipulated this autistic Japanese person or Asian woman to give him money. I'm now manipulating a severely autistic person. Dude, this is literally what it's like to be a fucking VTuber. I'm so sorry. Oh my fuck. Okay. I don't feel bad. I don't know exactly how much money she has, but if she's sending random to dudes like me online, she must make enough at that Bloomberg job in San Francisco. Holy shit, that's scary. She hesitates. Maybe I should ask my mom. I say no. Why ask your mom? No response. She forgets her mom exists and opens up the Venmo app. Holy shit, it's happening. She does it slowly as if contemplating. I just stare straight ahead at the Japanese Starbucks. She presses send. Holy fuck, yes! I'm free! Yes, yes, yes! Okay, Anna, thank you. Good job. I try to kiss her on the cheek, but she recoils because she's autistic. We kiss elbows instead. Now I'm in charge. I tell her to get up. Let's go find the sky train and get to your room in Napori. She says okay, and now she's following me. I figure out the subway system easily by asking people in English. My confidence is up. I'm eyeing all these Barbie doll Japanese bitches like I own them, and Anna is, in addition to all the mental illnesses, kind of a freak. So she's okay with this development. She tells me she likes my blog because you like women. Okay, not gonna unpack that now. Just going to keep pushing through. Out the airport onto the train, sit together for 40 minutes in almost silence. It's not completely silent though, because Anna mutters therapy words to herself on repeat as if stimming. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's not very good. Oh, it's not very good. I have a lot of trauma. I have a lot of trauma. Just weird shit like this. Like an Elmo doll repeating its catchphrases. I rest my head on hers to soothe her, and it makes her stop, because in spite of it all, she is human too. We arrive at Napori Station. As we step out of the train, I'm on another planet. In that very first moment, I was outside in Japan. I knew I could never tolerate the Philippines again. It's quiet. Holy fuck, it's quiet. There are people everywhere, but it's quiet. It's sunset. The air is crisp and clean. All the people are straight-faced, wearing high-quality, well-fitting clothing. Heads down, standing straight, strolling by in the cold December night. It's perfect. We get into the room she booked down the street. Jane House, which only has 2 stars on Google, but it's still pretty decent. Most of the room's square footage is taken up by the 2 beds. I laid down on the bed. So tired. Tired. Sorry. Sick and short gal. So many flights. 20 hours of restless, broke pain at the airport. Retard wrangling Anna and getting back here. Plop down and go, ah. She invites me over to cuddle, or I invite myself. I don't remember which. Even if she's ugly, female body feels good. She has tits at least. And wow, thank you. Welcome. Yeah, I need to drink the rest of this beer. I don't know why, but I try to ditch... Wait, sorry. I don't know why, but I try to fuck her. I know in the back of my head I'm gonna ditch this bitch as soon as possible, but I feel like I should give her something in return for the 2,000, so I tried to fuck her. Tried. Gave it a real valiant effort. Her breath was rank and she smelled like depression, and she had these lesions all over her body. And from our strained communications, I learned that she has never gotten good dick in her life. Besides the one episode which was probably a non-con, which is probably where her that's not a laughing matter. Okay, where her trauma comes from. So I try to set things right by slipping back into the male prostitute mode and arousing her manually. Kissing her neck, holding her hand, rubbing her under the sheets. She was so warm and dude, this is smut! This is smut! I love she was so warm and I was so cold, cracking her like an egg. Doing this stuff for like 5 to 10 minutes until I found the confidence to look at her right in the face into her slanted eyes. Dude, stop. Which had been saying sorry to me for every 3 minutes for the past several hours. Stripping off her pants and my pants and feeling for viscosity, but it's not really there. Dude, this is mud. Dude, there's no way. Dude. She's a little wet, but her anxiety levels are sky high. Her legs are locked like the... I'm so... Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay. I can't read that. I can't read that, dude. Like the first girl back in Oregon. This is how I describe my buddies. She's saying things like, I don't know, she's moaning lightly as my finger in her bra. I'm actually harassing myself through sheer friction alone. I teach her how to stroke butts. Dude, I can't do that. Using lube. She hasn't ever done it before in all 30 years of life. Man, I really am a pioneer. Probably I go for the search. But it's not meant to be. She's too nervous, locked, and tied. Oh my fucking god, I'm sorry, okay. I try from behind, I try missionary, I can't even approach the pussy from the side because her thighs are too fat. Oh my fucking god. Okay. My erection is long gone and I give up. She says sorry. Daijoubu. More of the loud autistic laugh. I understand. It's okay. It's all daijoubu. Everything is daijoubu, bro. Oh, fuck. Okay. She asked if we can shower together. I say yes. Sorry, the autistic laugh is so... Do I have an autistic laugh? Do you think I have an autistic... Okay, it's fine. I don't have a fucking autistic laugh. Okay, it's fine. She's a loud nervous retard. So she takes both of her towels into a tub and throws them onto the floor before I can stop her. And now we have no dry towels. Great. In the shower, she tells me more fun facts about herself. Like the fact that she tried to break into psych ward at MIT. And that she spent time at a different psych ward where they gave her anti-schizophrenia medications, which she took and was supposed to keep taking after she left the ward, but she didn't. She just stopped. And I said, maybe you should get back on it. And she said no, and then she just kept laughing. And I said, okay. After 10 minutes in the shower, I stepped out. Then she stepped out. Then I stepped back in. And then she stepped back in. She said, do you shower alone? I said, yes, please. And she said, okay. Okay. She lasted about 20 seconds out in the apartment alone before before opening the sliding door and saying, can I come back in? I said, okay. She took the shower head and sprayed it around the bathroom until I grabbed it out of her hand and told her to stop. Dude, she is so mean. Honestly, Anna Chama, I understand you so bad. It was clear to me that this person could not function alone. I understand how it took her 20 hours to reach me at the airport, even if that was her intention from the start. I exited the shower and she told me, I have a coat for you. Oh yes, my coat. I told her to buy me a coat back when we knew each other only in words and on the internet, because I own no coat. Coming from the Philippines where I lived out of these 2 bags. She gave me the coat and it was fine. A warm ski coat, lots of pockets. I'll be wearing it every day for the next week until I leave. The price tag said $68.75 from a store called Picture. Good enough. I said, okay, with some authority. I said, okay, I'm gonna find a cafe to use my laptop, do some writing, and get some work done, okay? She said, okay. I hold down the fort. I started to pack my bag. She said, will you leave me? Are you gonna leave me? It looks like you're about to leave. I said no, just taking backpack, leaving my big red duffel there with her. Hopped out the door, heading to the place where I can use my laptop in peace. Find a suitable cafe down the street. Young people, food, laptops. A spot upstairs just for me. I'm alone in public for the first time and it's scary. They all know enough English for me to ask. Sandwich? Tea? Yes, yes. Card? Debit card? Yes. Arigato. Good. Thank you, cutest girl I've ever seen. Finally, get back to my laptop. Thankfully, there are people who read my blog in Tokyo. One of them messaged me a few days ago asking if he could get a signed copy of my book while I'm here. He's got a Milady PFP and says he lives in the city full time. His name is Paco. My group will adopt you. Yes, please! Message Paco on Twitter. Tell him I need to get out of here. Thankfully, Taco is balling and loves to host interesting guests like me. He says he's going out tonight to a very nice sushi restaurant with the boys. I should come. Yes, yes, yes. Take me away. Yes. I've got a 3% battery on my laptop and there are no outlets in this cafe. Fuck my life. Coordinate, I'll call an Uber from here across Tokyo to his place in Shibuya. I don't care how much it costs. Get me the fuck out of here. Yes. Okay, good. Walk back to Jean house where autistic, schizophrenic retard girl is asleep guarding my bag. Put in keyhole. Let myself in. Go for the bag. She says, you leaving? Oh wait. I say, yes, yes, my Uber is here. It's okay. I got a different Airbnb. Yes. She says, oh, was this simulation? Was this bad? I say, no, no, you're fine. I will see you again. Don't worry. She says, San Francisco? You come to live with me in San Francisco? Laughing my fucking asshole. Wait, laughing my fucking ass off. Yes, 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 of course. She goes, oh, thank God. I'm like, yes, okay, bye. She says, thank you. Right as I'm slipping out the door, I hear her say, wait, I have a question, but nope, cannot do that. I'll get stuck in another day-long vortex being polite. I got my fucking money. Head out the door, run down the steep steps, hop in an Uber, and say, Konnichiwa, Shibuya desu. Hi, let's go. And the driver took me to Shibuya, where I met with the boys, who are apparently crypto-rich English-based and horror mongers like me. So I knew we would get along. And I got a couple thousand in my pocket now, so I could be independent if I need. I don't feel bad about ditching that girl. She will be okay. She works full-time remote in San Francisco, so she's able to get along with it in life well enough. Maybe it was just being so close to a man that made her nervous. I don't know. But I do know that I cannot see her again. I am lost and retarded enough here. I cannot have her weighing me down. Also, she wasn't Japanese. She was Chinese. And then there's a screenshot of a private transaction that says, I apologize for trying to give you money to do things, and it's $2,000. And a $400 thing that has a plane emoji. And that is the saga of worst boyfriend ever.